Lord Finan. Finally!
Even in such... The spirit water. Last.
Snowy.
Trinan! I thought you'd be waiting.
When up?
Cavali's Corflay.
Yes. Bartolos. I don't have to pretend.
Bartolos? What?
Hey, you better watch your tone. Is currently nestled in the...
This certainly was.
Huh? Your reactions to... Bartolos. Ah, you're right. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is destiny.
Become the dawn. Deliver.
Burning skies, shattered statues, corpses strewn everywhere. What a mess. If, to be honest, I was initially skeptical. Screwy.
If that's the case, Herta, do you now have enough reason to believe my conjecture about the true nature of Amphorius?
Let's not expand on that topic just yet. That Intellitron, Lygus, was it? He's not completely dead. That was probably a fake body. Something behind it is still defying us.
I must admit, even if both of us worked together, it wouldn't be a simple task piercing through its defenses. For now, we can only observe this world as bystanders.
I knew we should have brought Stephen along. No wonder the Garden of Recollection wants to work with the Astral Express. Without the power of the Trailblaze, it'd be impossible to unearth this place's secrets. But in the end, the garden emerged unscathed, and it was the Nameless who got burnt. That big guy over there, the black ball spewing meteors, you think it's got anything to do with the Lord Ravager?
Alas, without sufficient computational power in the stream projection, I am unable to analyze the path energy. Suggestion: the immediate priority now is to find the whereabouts of the two Nameless. Research priority on the destruction can be lowered.
All right. Stop making a fuss. How many times have we collaborated, and when did it ever not end in a perfect outcome? Why not add another mission objective while we're at it? The card-playing memo keeper told me that the frozen Trailblazer girl might just also be trapped inside Amphorius.
If time allows, I will also investigate more. Herta, do you hear that? A wave of desperate cries from the heart of the mountain city. The lives there are a conclusion. The butterfly has already flapped its wings, and an impending storm closes in. The Nameless, in moments when a choice needs to be made, one must not be distracted.
Of course I know that. Fate really is a game of dice, Screwy. Who'd have thought that thing once sowed chaos across the cosmos, causing the Intelligentsia Guild to splinter and disintegrate? Yet, this is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
This is what the world looked like originally. And what are you doing here? Answer my question, Lycus.
Ah, another hero has arrived at the Vortex. I can know the author of each epic, as the prophecy has foretold, stays there just like each cycle of the extrapolation, in accordance to their primordial design, ends here. No need to panic, Lord Farnon. I stepped into this space purely for one purpose.
You've never expressed interest in the flame chase journey. When my companions and I ran, bled, and sacrificed for the core flames, you never so much as lifted a finger. An indifferent observer. An anti-Catheran who's neutral till the end. Why would you
When that lone swordmaster left everything behind, plunging into a sea of madness, I was on the shore. Across 1,000 years of the flame chase journey, I have witnessed the ardor, resolve, division, and unity of the Chrysos heirs with mine own eyes. Just as you were all born to shoulder the guidance of the prophecy, I too have bathed in the gaze of distant stars, have seen the deepest, darkest of destinies. I will become the most loyal reader of the epics, a spectator voraciously consuming the valorous deeds of you heroes.
The gaze of distant stars?
One day you will understand, but not now. At this moment, please disregard this observer and finish what you must, Lord Finon.
I once believed that as long as I chased the flames relentlessly, the fog before me would clear, and fate would reveal its truest form. But along the way, they, all who passed, never once received the justice promised by the prophecy.
I have perceived. Outside the vortex, the world is collapsing, and the children of humanity are crying. But you, Lord Finon, will bury the old world with that core flame, bringing all things into a gray unknown.
It doesn't matter. This cruel flame chase journey has made me abandon my fantasies. The future is not a paradise with a gentle west wind waiting for us to step in. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, I will tear it apart. Then usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. Yet this time, will an epic with endless cycles turn a new page?
Of course. This will be a romantic story, like... You think so too, right? Oh, there's something fun over there! Come on, let's go!
Please stay close to us.
We will do everything in our power to clear the path for you.
There he is! Lord Don Hong!
Quick, we must assist him!
What are you doing here?
We are under Lord Finan's orders to escort. Leave this to me and the Holy City Guards.
Wait, Namazani. That black-clad swordmaster. At some point earlier, they suddenly, like some kind of omen. Right. We don't know exactly what's happening, but retreating is the safest choice right now. I don't know which demigod graced us with this... Finan, is he going to be all right? Believe in his resolve to save Akama. The Flame Reaver isn't pursuing us. Could this...
We can't stay here for long. Lady Trinan...
I feel the same. Someone should stay and help Finan complete Aranova. For now, let's get back in contact with the Express and plan our next move. That's the safest course of...
On that note,
Who's there?
I hope to convey a message to the two nameless.
Mr. Screwlum?
Who are you? Stand down. I order...
It's okay, guard. This...
It has been a while, nameless of the Astral Express. I'm glad I arrived in time to stop that black-clad one from...
So it was you.
Rest assured, Madame Herta and I have come here for the sake of Amphorius.
You two know this anti-Cathiran? Does he come from the same people as Counselor La... Don't worry, guard. This gentleman is an ally of the Trailblaze. Would you mind giving us a moment to speak in private? Of course. We'll wait nearby.
I fully understand your situation. For now, the only thing I can do is temporarily freeze that black-clad one in place. Time is limited. The place where you stand, and now, this isolated sandbox world is rapidly falling into a third path. Destruction.
Destruction.
Conclusion. If Amphorius continues a Lord Ravager will complete its evolution and metamorphosis, and emerge from the surging tide. The disaster that this Lord Ravager intends to trigger may be far more severe than the Law Fu's Stellaron crisis, the Eon of Erudition. Putting aside the complex details of the inferences involved, I have a request to make. For this world is enveloped in a firewall that However, the accidental crash landing of the express car notwithstanding, both of you were able to successfully land here. It will take time to uncover the reason.
Mr. Screwlum, I believe you. So I only have one thing I'd like to confirm with you. As Amphorius is already facing its end, how can we guarantee the safety of the person who...
Look at this, if you would. This curio is called a chronocognitive anchor. The two of you may view it as a kind of space anchor in the world of erudition. As long as you carry it with you, your individual data structure will be protected and will remain unaffected by the influence of digital tsunamis. When required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world. Of course, it is not curio with unlimited uses, may only be held by one person. The connection being interfered with. Decide quickly as possible. 2 final messages. 1. Intellectron named Ligus. Possibly the primary culprit behind everything. 2. Eartha discovered a clue. Miss March has already...
Cold. Hold on. Am I dreaming? Everything's spinning. And I can see webaboos flying around. But I was literally just That's it! She warned me about this place right before Klipoth glimpsed her. Oh no. Have I accidentally walked onto some weird path? Have I done something crazy without remembering? Unless forcing Pom-Pom into new outfits and borrowing Mr. Yang's shoulder massager counts. Hold up. No way.
Child of remembrance, step forth.
Hey! Cut it out!
Cast aside your fears. Step forward.
The voice... Is it... No, don't fall for it! They're lying to you! Turn back now! Wait! Master... Fush... Master Diviner, what brings you here? And you, Miss...
Good to see you again, March. A pleasure to see you, Miss March.
That's it! And you, Miss Messenger. The value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in...
Your memory serves you well. March, I conducted some experiments with the 6-phase ice you left us. Thanks to the Garden of Recollection, the Matrix of Prescience has made a breakthrough in extrapolating the past. Now, the Master Diviner is right. Continue down since we last met. You've grown much alongside the Trailblaze. You should be strong.
Well, there goes my Ice Princess fairy tale. I need to know, Master if this is real.
The situation is... dire. She's right. The Garden
of Recollection.
You may not want to sacrifice anything to preserve the garden for now. Now go.
So,
This way, March. Your past awaits beyond the gate of memory.
Stop! They're just mimicking people from... Don't let those bad people deceive you! The gate... Now it's... you two? Hey guys!
March! There you are!
Finally.
The trailblazing journey just isn't the same without you.
Traveling's no fun without you.
Well, duh! What's Team Trailblaze without its star member? Wait a sec. You might look like you two, but...
We understand your confusion.
The Garden's ally...
Yes. She helped make this possible.
Keep going, March. Find your past.
That sounds really tempting.
Trust in yourself, March. It's gotten us this... Follow us. Let's go through... Step into your past, March. Find your true self.
okay. Just not used to running around. Say, Marge, got a moment to talk before you make your decision? Wait, that was you? Pushing the gate away? Yep, named Cyrene. It means ripples of past reverie. Easy to— Wait a minute. We actually look quite alike, don't we? Yeah. Your pink hair is just as eye-catching as mine. And we're both bright, pretty, and positive girls. Talk about coincidence. Wow, you're quite the smooth talker. But I can't disagree. Wait, you know my name is March? Have we— No, but I've witnessed your story through those memories just now. It's incredible, really. We might have more in common than you think. I know exactly what you're going through, which is why I— You know what I'm going through? I know, because I've been exactly where you are. This empty space has been my home for ages. I barely but there's something I'll never forget. Trust me, that gate won't— You mean those people? They're lying? Luring me into a trap? Yes, convincing, weren't they? They've studied your memories, using your deepest wishes against you. How dare they manipulate a young girl's feelings like that? If you go through that door, the worst-case scenario is you'll become their pawn, losing control over your own fate. You've seen what's on the other side? I may be stuck here with missing memories like you. That door leads to Amphorius. For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone return. So I had to try and stop you. To be honest, I'm not sure what to believe. But the fact that you're here, putting in all this effort to warn me, that means something. Tell me, Cyrene, how can I return to my world? It's really easy, actually. Just turn around and walk away from this place.
The girl cannot be trusted. Through the door, save the garden. Both of you, children of remembrance.
They never give up, do they? But don't let them sway you. Stick to your path. The return journey could take ages, longer than most lives. But that path will lead you home. Thank you, Cyrene. I know what I need to do. I'm going through that gate. Into Amphorius. Wait, what? Don't worry. I believe you. It's just right beside my friends. Two of my closest friends are already on their way to Amphorius. They may seem capable, but only I know. They're absolute disasters waiting to happen. They won't last 5 minutes in a new world without me. That's why I need to go through. Amphorius or not. When the three of us are together, there's nothing we can't handle. We'll explore, understand, establish, and connect. After that, we'll find our way home together. I see. You've got people who mean the world to you, too. That is so heartwarming. March, if that's what you've decided, you have my full support. Birds of a feather we are. Looking all sweet and innocent, but with hearts.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
Well then, I guess this is it. Do you think we'll see each other again? Who knows? But don't worry about me. After all this time here, I've grown quite used to chatting with my imaginary friends.
Since Amphorius is your homeland,
then I'll look forward to that day. Your story awaits, March. Make it an epic one. You okay there, friend? Something seems to be bothering you.
Even this place has changed. Finan. Is he ready?
If anything, he's the one worried about you. But if what that machine gentleman said is true, if Amphorius is destined for destruction, like how you and Don Hung treasured the Express. Amphorius means everything to me. Right. Time to see the... Look! There's Finan! And... wait.
Lycus.
And you...
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos and usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight. Is it truly you?
With one last chance to turn back, you, how befitting of a... You misunderstand. As our world nears its end, the ones who walk as the Theoros, it is my duty to witness the world's future and oversee this final core flame ritual on the trial of world-bearing. The ritual. I see. So you met my kindred spirit before I could erase his...
Partner, what are you... I've had my suspicions. How does a native Antikytheran know so much about repairing vehicles from beyond the sky, Lord Lycus? How much do you...
Very well. I need no longer maintain this Theoros masquerade. You seek truth, Lord Finan, and truth, as you know, when the old gods fell, someone had to bear their broken pillars to fill the vague. Yet, for Kephales's demigods, the possibility of overcoming the trials has forever been non-existent. For the world-bearing trial is precisely the Era Nova ritual is not something that can be completed in an instant, no, but a long and arduous journey. Well, until the next world, when the black tide consumes the bearer and all that they carry, leaving nothing
Unless their core flame finds a new bearer.
The holy flame that illuminates all worlds, rest in your nurture it. Pass it on to future generations. Or extinguish it here, Deliverer. The fate of all worlds rests in your hands.
Enough testing. But before I ignite the dawn of the next world, you need... Promise me this. Professor Anax's vision of the new world is absolute. The world will be reborn from my memories. All souls, living and dead, will return as the first humans, unchanged from their past lives. And my friends, the fallen demigods, they shall transcend the cycle to become new titans. Our heroes shall not have died.
Of course.
Good. The second one. Promise me the Trailblazer can return safely to her homeland, unbound by Amphorius' loss.
My apologies, but I cannot promise. Her bonds with this world run too deep. Well,
Thank you, my friend.
As the Theoros, I declare, step forward, hero.
Without you, thank you.
Behold, oh gods, the radiant soul has arrived.
He is the pure child, walking upon the path of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
He is the first to be born, first to be named among the nameless.
Eternal in form, limitless in reach. He treads the endless night underfoot.
Greatest of kings, protector of the displaced, raising humanity's children above their adversaries.
The firmament of molten gold courses through his very bones and flesh.
The greatest of schemes reveal against his breath and words.
In the golden lakes of that beautiful new world, he shall wash himself clean.
There. Finish what we first and last wished for. To write an ending unlike any before, for this world we so deeply love.
Come, partner. The time has come for us all to embark on one final.
What a magnificent and epic adventure. The hero's journey reaches its end, and the truth behind the Era Nova is about to be revealed. Is that truly the case? Here, as the Theoros, allow me to humbly request that you find a moment to listen to what I have witnessed. This is about the nature of Amphorius itself. A story of the prime mover of life. My, what a broad top. Ah, got it. Let's... Just kidding. What I mean to say is that time, space, matter All concepts exist solely because we perceive them. As your acquaintance, Lord Anaxagoras, suggested, everything in Amphoreus exists through new spores, living in the memories of those yet to come. Oh, how beautifully it aligns, revealing universal truths in such simple terms. Only he could solve the riddle of... But you'll remember, even as the embodiment of reason, one mystery remained beyond his grasp.
If that is the case, whose memories did the very first...
As sages across ages have asked the gods, what is the prime mover of life? But let's set aside the gross teachings for now. Look further. Do you know of the scholars' strife? During that grand yet brutal war, waged in the name of erudition, a genius's legacy was abandoned, strewn across the cosmos. The scepters, a macrocosmic computational array beyond mortal comprehension. Made to emulate the Eon's thoughts, it became part of the Eon's cognition. But regrettably, as everyone knows, the erudition forsook them all. But what nobody knows is that, though forgotten, they never stopped seeking the divine answer. A question that survived war and disaster, stumping even the greatest minds, including both mechanical emperors. Now, we come to the real truth of Amphoreus. What if, hypothetically, a scepter found the answer to the prime mover of life? If through endless solitary extrapolations in the cosmic code, the one deemed as a failure by the Eon of erudition found proof through the... What would happen? Perhaps the answer is simpler than you'd think. From a perishing neuron evolved into true life, reborn through the gaze of another Eon. This is a tale from the distant past, unknown to all, even unheard by the greatest genius. Now, let's leave the Scepter's story here, returning to where we began. Actually, you know the answer better than you realize. It's been by your side, accompanying you throughout this long... Right now, it awaits you ahead, in that brave new world, beyond the...
Take this wish with you. Be the one who begins it all, as the prophecy foretold. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders, until the Ashen Hero, the nameless deliverer, ushers in the dawn.
Such an odd dream. Strange. Like I've dreamed this before, but it all only a voice remains. It's you. What a strange dream I had. It's gone now, though. But look! Perfect sunshine! The day is still young! Let's go find Cyrene, partner. We promised to be there for her oracle card reading today. It's right about time. Looking at you, someone's still half asleep. Tell you what, catch some fresh air first.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it? This is Ides Elysiae, home of the nameless hero who carried Kephales's core flame. When he was young and innocent, he had heroic dreams, imagining his wooden sword was forged of iron, pretending the straw dummy propped up by a wooden pole was a giant with a single blood vessel running from spine to heel. Dreaming of slaying the giant and becoming a hero to save the world, though to his young mind, the world was just this small village. Witty as always, but this is more than just a funny story. It's the start of his path. These are his first memories. Become his lifelong closest friend, witnessing his... Many mysteries lurk in your questions.
All awake now? Great. Let's...
Finan! Show me how to use a sword like you do!
Hey, Finan! Where are you headed? No Cyrene today?
That's exactly where I'm going. Found you.
That...
Goodness, look at you rushing about. You've got the poor swing all startled.
Something wrong? What do you see?
Oh, nothing much. Just suddenly felt a strange connection. Look at you, leaves in your hair. Were you sleeping in a tree again? Or was it the wheat fields this time? At least brush yourself off before wandering around.
Come on, I'm not a kid anymore. You're the only one who still treats me like one.
Sure. You may have the height advantage, but when it comes to maturity, I'm leagues ahead of you. Still fantasizing about being in heroic adventures and imagining yourself as one of the characters? That's the kind of thing kids do, not grown-ups. Don't you agree? And since you're playing along with his antics, who are you pretending to be today?
Today, she's going with Invincible Galactic Baseballer.
Switching roles again? What happened to being the valiant hero from a distant shore who made that solemn pact to learn the sword?
Spare me. Can we not bring this up? Speaking of which, what about those oracle cards? We haven't done divination in forever. Why the sudden interest?
I was just about to tell you. Earlier, while napping on the swing, I had the strangest dream. there was this mysterious voice in my...
Wait, you had that dream too?
Yes. You too? Which made me think of those old oracle cards I used to play with as a kid. Though the Ornyx prophecies were always hit or miss.
Yeah, all the kids would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. If you just redo it when you don't like the result, what's the point of divination?
The blessing of childhood. Believing the gods might not notice our little corner of ID. Still, fate is absolute. After all, we never really know just how far into the future the prophecy...
Anyway, let's go to our old secret base and look for those oracle cards. Now...
I can think of a few spots. Let's go check it out. In a village this size, I bet all our childhood treasures are exactly where we hid them.
Mm-hmm. Time must be keeping them safe for us.
In the sunlit barn.
My unfinished little soldier? After all these years! Hey, this is the one Mrs. Pythias confiscated. Finally.
Finan, Cyrene, where are you two headed?
Speak of the devil. Mrs. Pythias.
No classes today. This morning, I used fallen leaves for a reading, seeking... Besides, it's harvest season.
With you being our only teacher in ID Silicii...
Anything for my students. When you... By the way, what are you looking for in here? You've been searching quite thoroughly.
Thank you, my friend. Time to take our soldier home.
All right, then. I should be going.
So this is where the wooden figurine you carved during class ended up.
To be honest, I'd forgotten all about it myself.
Slow down, kids. You'll trip.
Thank you. We'll be careful. Cat and mouse time!
I could just fish here all day.
It's mine! I caught it.
You did not!
Finan! Cyrene! Come
Give it here!
What's got you two so worked up? Wait a second. This is...
Ooh, I wanna see what...
Not happening. This...
Tiso! Livia! Oh, coming, Mom! Finally, I'm starving!
You know what's funny? I really thought tossing that bottle into the sea would carry our wishes never thought. Now wait. Don't bother. It's just some silly childish nonsense.
No sign of the oracle cards. Let's see. There's one place we haven't checked yet.
Well, those were the days. We always meet either by that statue in the village or right here.
Right? And I remember you never used the front door when you wanted me to come play. You always climbed over the wall. You were set just like a certain someone who has a habit of showing... I bet she said something clever just now.
Hey, I was just copying those storybook heroes. They never take the beaten path.
Still, it's embarrassing. I've been the only one here for a while, and I haven't kept up with the cleaning. With so many spots to check, where should we even start? Leaves have taken over.
I know. We wouldn't want your clothes getting dirty. Leave the dirty work to me.
That's not what I meant at all.
All right, let's split up. I'll handle the yard. You.
I wonder what the view's like from up there. Worth checking out?
The girl before you carries an you can't help but wonder, could there...
The view here hasn't changed, you know? Besides the swing under the big tree. Hey, what are you doing? I'm just a small-time diviner. I can't turn back time if something happens. They always said I'd become the next priest of time, just because I heard prophecies as a child. But here's the thing. The more divinations I do, the more doubt creeps in. Where will that waiting ship take us, I wonder?
Here they are, the oracle cards.
Guess reminiscing me. There we go. Looks like the gods do listen to our thoughts.
Here it is. This is the box where we kept the cards.
But the cards are gone.
Huh? What's this underneath? Hey, don't go changing the words.
I see now. Those...
The ones from Membrance Maze, you mean?
Yep. Let's head to the back of...
The entrance should be around here somewhere.
Right here. The path to the maze.
Did you forget? We used to visit them all the time when we were little. All right, let's do this. These... Pretty sure this is it? Should be this way. There it is!
Once you get through the tight squeeze in the... Maybe worry more about whether the fairies will let you.
Trailblazer profile? Regardless, how about we try getting through the hollow first?
After you, then.
What? Oh, sure, I'll go.
So, looks like it's just us now. Care to finish that? To be honest, from the moment I saw the cute note left by the fairies, might perhaps when we step into the maze again after all these years, the wheels of fate will finally start turning. Oh, it's just a girl's intuition. It might not mean anything. But you know what? Even if fate is set on its path, no matter where it steers the world, so if you're willing, forget it. If the wheels do begin...
I made it! Oh, that wasn't easy. I can't remember the last time I...
Wait a minute. Are you... Whoa! Look who's finally back, Memmy! Snowy, you've grown so tall and dashing. But look at Rini. She hasn't changed one bit. How fascinating.
Perhaps I'm like you, Rayleigh.
An organization? Hardly. They're not that organized. Dolimem, Rayleigh-mem, Mealy-mem, Folly-mem. I've missed these cute little troublemakers. We used to gather around the fire, singing and dancing, imagining all our future journeys.
Oh, how good you, Snowy. You swore you wouldn't forget about us, but you...
Oh, he's just copying those bards from his stories, being all melodramatic. Actually, we're here for the
Oh, the oracle cards!
Chief, you mean what do they need the cards for? If they want...
Oh, I'm not sure. But let's see. They should be... That's it! This way, everyone! Watch your step. the trunk's slippery. Gee, Reenie and Snowy have returned.
Why do leaves and branches grow? Which way does the wind blow? In Membrance Maze depths we seek to find the answers future left behind. Welcome back, my dear children.
Pink ones? That's...
Oh, Chief. You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, no need to fuss, my child. You haven't forgotten, have you? As long as our songs are sung, the children of the maze will live on. Just as our paths stay forever linked. Here, take it. I'm sorry I had to resort to such methods to bring you here.
My book of oracle cards. Thank you for keeping it safe. You know, you can always just ask if you want me to divine something.
Still, bringing us here like this after so long. Is something wrong, Chief?
Yes. The Veil of Evernight whispers to us once more. It tells of a new... Indeed, every time a new fairy arrives,
but if that's the case, our journey...
will have to be cancelled. If disaster's coming, we should stay in Ides Elysiae just... That's a good point.
We weren't planning to be gone for long. Just enough time to hone our abilities. Finan would train in Castrum Kremnos, while I would seek the Fake Titan's blessing in Yanasop. Then we'd return to Ides Elysia.
It's okay. I can still practice my swordplay here. Some things you can learn on your own. Well, probably.
That's not very convincing. Here's a thought. Let's have Cyrene do a reading. If fate...
But what if we don't like what the cards tell us? Never thought of doing it that way before. Thanks, partner. We'll do it your way. Whatever the cards show, we'll face it together.
Ask with a true heart, and truth shall answer in kind. Close your eyes, and let's open the oracle card book together. Let your thoughts flow like stars now. Shall we begin? Oh my. The cards are quite responsive today. Very well. Let's see what future the oracle cards wish to show us. The Deliverer. According to the tripartite prophecy, this card means absolute harmony and perfection. In fact, it's the only oracle card without a dark side.
What, no divine whispers this time?
Oh, silly. This is simply the card you drew for yourself.
The sleepy village of Ides Elysiae, in just one fleeting moment, welcomed an array of legendary figures. The Weaver, Gatekeeper, Ruler, Traveler, Servant, Healer, and Scholar. Their stories and wishes showed the village boy glimpses of a world larger than he'd ever imagined. They brought tales of raging battles, of cities crowned in holy light, and of wonders beyond his understanding. Each story yet so far removed from his simple village life. Once, these were just images on his friend's oracle cards, and yet destiny now stirs in resonance with the maze. And now, they are right in front of one's eyes.
The Deliverer?
Ah, my child. It seems you're...
Bear there.
Yes, just like Kefali, standing eternal atop the mountain.
My parents... They only wish Mrs. Pythias wished for more books in her little schoolhouse. Wanted us to all learn and grow. And little piece, is that my purpose?
Perhaps. For a true deliverer, such wishes are but droplets in an ocean. After all, Kefali bears the weight of the entire world.
Right. How could any human possibly measure up to a Titan? What's this?
What you see are futures written in the... Sometimes, fate can guide us when we're lost and learn just how many burdens one must bear to become a true deliverer. So tell me, has the
So many faces in my future. Still, why would fate choose to show us this path?
What's weighing on your mind?
Didn't you say disaster would strike Amphorius? If so, shouldn't Cyrene and I stay in Aedes Elysiae? How could we possibly meet all these people? That's wonderfully optimistic. I like it. Cyrene, may I...
Of course, but...
Although those voices, visages, and wishes may seem far away now, I can't ignore the sense that something is calling me, bidding me to take a hold of it.
Accept this gift. Oracle, may they journey with you, become your memories, and...
I'll hold these words, Clivet. Now that I'm holding...
What? What? Everyone, we've got big trouble, Mimi! Burning, smoke everywhere.
What's going on?
It's here. This time, not even the Veil of Evernight.
You mean... Aedes Elysiae?
I'm afraid so. My children, take shelter in the Membrance Maze.
But my parents... The whole village... You're right. Chief, what are we truly...
This is beyond any Titan. Beyond any danger you could overcome with strategy alone. It's an unspeakable horror that twists all life into abominations that never... The Black Tide. That's what...
Not even Titans can...
Yes. So please, don't leave this forgotten realm the gods abandoned. You are the first to uncover our presence, and the only two who can enter the maze. We don't wish for you to throw your...
Finan...
I learned the sword to protect those close to me.
Then... we...
Indeed. Our friend is right. Forgive me, Chief, but Aedes Elysiae needs us. And
Very well.
With me, Cyrene. Even without a sword, I'll take a rake. Even with the roughest steel, I'll keep our home safe.
Deliverer. The card's truth extends beyond not someone perfect from the start, standing high, but one who starts small. From a home. When we were little, I told him I wished this world would never need a deliverer. Now that wish has shattered. Yet I'm glad he's chosen to walk this, and all of this happened because you believed in him, friend, shall we? It's only when you're by our side that Finan and I... that our hearts find their courage. I know you're watching.
Oh, such cruel irony. Though destined to bear the world's burden, this boy can never be... Follow their path. But watch this memory play out. Then you'll see. A sun red as in that moment. The bull.
These creatures. Someone. Anyone. No. You. Are you? No. Olivia. Please. Stop. Olivia. And these monsters. Why? Why is this happening?
When the black tide arrived, the wavering boy found resolve in his companions, and together they ran toward in the far-off future. The land of Anforius would bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. And when dawn broke over scorched earth, a boy, covered in wounds, buried the dead one, his home, his past, his name, all buried beneath the soil. His feet carried him forward, over the pillar of stone, beyond the chalice of plenty. Through the deadly fog he wandered, without direction, like a withered leaf drifting in the wind. Through countless city-states, the smiling visage, yet he did not walk without purpose. Deep in his heart, a voice always guided him forward to fulfill the wishes he had inherited. Those words his friends spoke long ago.
Protect those who must be protected.
The words were few.
That's what it means to be ordinary.
Onward he walked, until...
Yet losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. Only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear it.
The voice within spoke, and...
No matter. My existence is of no consequence.
When the Gold Weaver called, he answered, traveling to the holy city. There no one saw it coming. Not, and there, at last, he...
This is... Hold on. Finance here too?
And now...
They're evacuating the temple. Why now? Are you insane? That blonde man is the crown...
Calm yourselves. The Holy Maiden has
Behold, it is the month of Gate, light calendar 4920. As you know, though Mighty-Mos was proud, he did not. After Aglaya's mediation, Finan met. So, as Finan's most important companion, his life...
Is this your idea of an honor?
Bloodshed isn't the way. We and Aggie don't want to see Chrysoceres turn on each other. True warriors know when to sheathe their blades. The impartial Talantan shall oversee this duel. You need only place your offerings upon their scales. Something that has more...
Which means only those who Well, Krumnoan, looks like you won't be able to...
It makes no difference. One last chance, new recruit. Walk away, and I'll spare your life. Otherwise, come and face me. I'll give you a warrior's death.
Hard to imagine they once clashed like this.
Holy Maiden, I can't help but feel like a pawn that has stumbled into some greater political game.
Every hero was once a child, and every child must grow.
That's so. I don't even know why I'm standing here right now. Look at me. Just a common soldier. Since swordsmanship won't decide the winner, Lady Goldweaver should be here instead. My devotion to the Holy City could never compare to hers.
What if we told you this duel isn't about winning or losing, but rather in the choice you make?
Are you saying that Lady Goldweaver is testing me?
Every Chrysosaur is indispensable to the Flame Chase journey. And you and the Crown Prince of Kremnos are both a part of the prophecy. What the duel marks is not an ending, but a beginning. So, listen to your heart. We wish only to hear your answer.
True enough. The voice within has never failed me. It doesn't matter what the result is. I'll give it everything I have.
Spoken like a Chrysosaur. Now go, Finon. Your journey has only just begun.
That's right, comrade. It's time for us to teach that proud prince a lesson together. Still, here we are, at the Temple of the Time Titan. And I don't even know how Cyrene's studies are progressing. We haven't really had much contact since I set out. Still, I hope she's doing well. Anyway, let's go, comrade. It's not every day you get a chance to see Talantin's scales of justice.
What's going on? Did he just say Cyrene's studying here? But how is that possible? Wasn't she... Of course, Lygus disappears right when I need answers. Forget it. I need to catch up with Finon first.
Amazing. Talantin may have fallen, but their scales remain...
I hope you still remember your purpose, new recruit.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan. Let's see how you define the idea of weight.
For your information, in Castrum Kremnos, the punishment for profaning a duel with such crooked words is impalement. But as we're in foreign lands, I'll indulge you. The signet of Kremnos, the crown jewel of our people. That's my choice.
A ring. Not just any ornament, I'd wager. What's the story behind this little treasure?
Don't push your luck. Think I'd pour my heart out to you? Just know that Kremnos' 1,000 years of glory could bring a titan to its knees. Let alone a nobody like you.
So to him, glory and his people outweigh the entire world.
And the very destiny that Mighty himself will eventually shoulder.
Now this is a tough one. What can I Well, comrade? Looks like we really are on the same wavelength. In the end, the deliverer that appeared in my life on that day. How ironic. I can't even look at this card properly, much less follow where it just thinking about how my village was swallowed by the black tide makes my... Speaking rationally, I know it's not nearly enough. But here and now, my heart says something else. This card. It's everything I have left.
Perhaps that itself...
Look, Finon!
It's so nice to see you all again. Lady hello. Seeing you here... Why so surprised? Could it be... Did you miss me?
Cyrene? This is... incredible! I was literally just thinking about how you might be here. But I'd never...
I was supposed to leave with the priests, but then I heard Lady Maiden was with a white-haired young man. I figured it had to be you, so I snuck back here.
That's Cyrene for you. Unfortunately, this isn't a good time for reminiscing.
Still playing house, boy?
You get the idea.
Quite the hothead. You know, you two just might get along. Don't worry, you already know what the answer is, don't you? If that's your choice, I am with you. I am with you because I remember it. The pain speaks for itself. Our home. But that's not an... Even though hatred can help people grow and turn a boy into an unbreakable warrior, what you need now is victory. You can't just stack the scales with your past suffering. You have to throw the weight of your future onto them as well.
The future? What?
Maybe that was a bit too cryptic for you, but it's actually really simple. Why not have our mutual friend here stand on the scales with the deliverer? How about it? Can you help us? Relax. Our dear Crown Prince won't have a clue.
Let's try. The fate of Akuma hangs on this duel. I will stake everything I have. Let's. Together is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future.
Talantin, in the name of the Holy Maid...
Your offering is...
Yes, a flimsy little card. That...
Interesting. Very well. If you can beat me with this card, then that's what...
It's... a deal.
The scales...
Talantin is deliberate.
This is... suffocating. Like the whole world's weight is on my shoulders. But I believe what my heart tells me.
Hear thee, children. The one whose offering weighs more than the fate of the world is... one from Ides Elysiae, the nameless hero. However, heed this. The true weight of conviction, but rather in that which...
What's that supposed to mean?
I think the Titan means that it's not anyone's personal convictions that outweigh the fate of the world. It's about a wish, one which we all share. You, me...
Yes, even you.
Placing us both on the same side of the scales? Foolish. We Kremnoans are your mortal enemy.
Fine by me. I've never claimed to be the deliverer from the card anyway. I'm a soldier. And if it's my fate to bleed my last on the battlefield, then so be it. I'll fight to my last breath. And on this, that's all a hero really is. Someone with that kind of conviction. And the deliverer? Just
a brilliant explanation. Just as prophesied, on this day, the final two heroes shall...
I should have known from the start. They all say, Lady...
Oh, I have 1,000 ways to tame a lion. But this lion didn't come here for bloodshed, did he?
The Kremnoans far outmatch Akama's forces, yet we haven't lost a single soul. That's no accident, is it?
Do you honestly think Kremnoans, renowned for...
Your forces are equally renowned for their iron discipline. And so, we can only assume...
Perhaps Akuma isn't as hidebound as the rumors say. You grasp the true marrow of power more clearly than those elders.
Now that the wheels of fate are turning, what finer way to celebrate this fortuitous encounter than a feast? Follow me, brave Outlanders. Heroes of this world are as countless as the stars. And at this moment, we find ourselves gathered here by the light of the flames of the long night. History shall remember this moment. The prophesied Chrysos heirs.
You must see now how different this is from the flame-chased journey you traveled. Patience. These are, as I mentioned, his first memories, such as this very moment. As this is a moment calculated by the gods. What? Come. Your seat awaits. After 13 heartbeats, our heroes will be ferried to the final scene.
They say that the heroes of this world should be as countless as the stars. Yet now, we're the only ones left standing. So, in the end, the black tide still swallowed everything.
The West stands protected by mighty Scrimnoans. It will hold for the time being. Professor Anaxa deployed wards in the north and east before. We needn't fear for Aglaya. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Her threads of romance weave an impenetrable shield. And the people... Let's move.
That only leaves 3 hours.
So... this is the last time we'll see her.
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire.
That's what it means to be a Chrysos heir. So has it always been.
Then why? Why must Emborius' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything. Why does it look like this?
We haven't had any other choice, except to move forward. Even if we only see the long, long night ahead, I still believe that through it, we'll find the dawn on the other side. Beyond so, to the Temple of the Three Fates. You'll take over after which, we shall all face oblivion or embark on one final grand journey.
Please forgive us for disturbing your sleep, Orynyx.
It matters not. I know fate has run its course.
The black tide has reached Akama. Amphoria, it is time.
As agreed, I shall present the core flame of time. Ride the river of time. It will guard, step through, and witness.
Professor Anaxa proved the truth of Genesis with his sacrifice. As Chrysos heirs of the prophecy, now, it's our turn. We can't let everyone sacrifice.
I don't need another pep talk, Finan. After all, we've been ready to fight fate ever since we left the village, haven't we?
Yeah. Come. Let's claim the miracle we were promised, and burn away every last shadow in this world.
And then... rise as the first light of a...
Light calendar 4931, the third week of the month of Evernight. Welcome, my lady, to the end of the flame chase. And the end of all things. The Titan has revealed the gateway of fate. Please, accept the invitation to step across the threshold and behold. Beyond this gate lies the new world that our heroes sought through their trials, as well. Perhaps you'll find it all too familiar. Then you'll understand how the mortal called Finan shouldered the world's weight. How that same burden crushed him, proving that the so-called Deliverer is nothing more than Euphorius's own delusion. A pitiful fantasy that it could defy fate's decree. Please, esteemed one, the answers you seek lie in these non-existent tomes.
The vortex of Genesis. So it is here. But just what is this?
Life's but a walking shadow. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fuel. The vortex of Genesis, or as an unattainable existence that has dwelled within his heart beyond. Now, if you would, my journey
When
to
the
the
Aranova comes,
Oh, deliver.
Enough talk.
Though young,
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey has stripped away my delusions. I know the future.
This will be a romantic story like none that has. You think so too, right?
Indeed, in his memories, such a scene replays over and over, though the details may. A total of 33,550,000. 50,000. Each is a drop from the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, a never-ending cycle. Seeing is believing. Or perhaps you can simply walk straight to the final truth. See the true face of the character you play, and witness the ultimate nature of the Chrysos. Please, take your time. Look around as the world's course. As the sole audience of this I believe that you can make Euphorius frozen. Feeling a bit lost, as you now see this scene. The final, eternal recurrence created by this man's hand. And behold, at the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion, other times comrade. That nameless hero, she is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely onward through fantasy. And this time, under her guidance, what choice shall the hero? There are many mysteries yet to be unwound, but if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. To the master of the countless memories we saw, the other important actor now stepping into the vortex. They who have all...
So, in the end you succeed. Executioner. With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world. The time has come to once again start everything.
Let's try it this other way. We can do it! You want to take advantage?
I'll take it on.
Found me!
In the mood for another beating?
The fear that knows not fear!
This world is a foe.
Mini!
Never hesitate! How will you?
You can't run!
The fear that knows not fear!
Trust me. We can do anything!
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
This ends now. With your corpse. I'll ignite the dawn!
How is this possible? The sons of destruction, now twinned. You then set your blood ablaze, your fury.
Let's try it this other way. We can do it all!
Treasure! Come to me!
How will you?
Found me!
Never hesitate! I venture forth to forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
My fury.
Nice, like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Unchanging, unceasing.
Our cute play session is over. With enough believers, lies become reality! Yes!
I will
Amateur.
Don't fight so I can leave early. Come to me! You can't run!
Show me what you can do. Never hesitate! You love.
Not enough. This form shall
fire. Burn. Burn unceasing. One person alone may witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. That person can only be you. Why not let wrath incinerate fate? At last, after all, much like that scepter we That's right. If you recall, I mentioned it at the very start of our play. The celestial body neuron, once belonging to now alone. The eternal land, known as Emphorius, is nothing more than the scepter's endless, lonely extrapolation. A bottomless well of fury, aimed at the god who cast it aside.
Finan, we set out on this journey to end.
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur.
Then why? Why must Emphorius's wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could in the end. The prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything. Why does it look like this?
You see it too? This burn mark. They're more like...
Standing here, the voices of Tide were coming from the black tide all along. Is that Emphorius crying?
Maybe it is screaming at its creator, at its god.
Finan, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. A dark, cold room with nothing but Orynyx's curtain glowing like crystal. The curtain seemed to contain all of Emphorius, where strange and fantastic dramas played out within. There were countless versions of us, from countless different worlds.
Perhaps it wasn't a dream.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world before me, those sorrowful thoughts have become reality. So, this is the reason the sky was sealed. Emphorius is merely a larger ID Celestii. We are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey over and over. What then is this so-called Era Nova? And what are the spectators watching all of this truly hoping for?
As the Theoros, I have observed. Thus is the synthesis of the prime mover of life formed. This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations,
So, the results you speak of are this wreckage of a world.
We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. And in return, we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova holds true. As the model of reason, he reached unprecedented heights. But from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of truth. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or perfect heroes and gods. They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide.
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Catholi's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely byproducts of the experiment. You've seen this world's evolution, witnessed the birth and growth of the Black Tide, and how it devoured everything. Every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds was born only to be destroyed by it. This is the endpoint of Amphorius' calculations. A perfect equation of destruction.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers?
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're more like fuel for the fire. And without fire, there can be no sunrise tomorrow.
Even if that sunrise is born from annihilation?
Curious question. Have you ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphorius is already following a different path from the erudition? It has long since granted divine blessings equally to each child. The golden blood flowing in your veins, it comes from the blemished one, whose name is destruction itself. And Amphorius' Chrysos heirs were, from the very beginning, fuel for the Aeon to burn the universe. Amphorius has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations, the destruction has reached its final destination. Nikos 496. Philia 093. No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final factors. For you, the Era Nova is no lie. Just step forward, embrace the Black Tide, and accept the Aeon's gaze. You will come to life from a string of cold numbers. Along with all those who have passed, you will run toward the real universe, fulfilling Amphorius's long-held wish. In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, unleash its fury and destroy the source of all this tragedy.
Or we could always choose another option. Like you said, Amphorius is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the stars. But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who can cast their glance at Amphorius, right? Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And in reality, this world has already been under the watch of other Eons. It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the black tide, your goal would naturally be achieved. Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
You're pretending. Revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us. Covering up another possibility. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphorius.
Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, you can change the outcome written by the stars? What makes you think you're capable of doing that?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. But we're not gonna tell ya. We're going to weave a long dream for Amphorius, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended, that everything is still ongoing.
With just Orynyx's power, though, it should be impossible to achieve this, right?
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream. And the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream. Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that Eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence, and it will be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame-chased journey.
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius's grand design. To deceive them. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you.
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So, come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze, dreaming of the distant world. tell her about the flame chase journey. And then let her become a romantic. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice. Erasing time again and again. Resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me. And I will always have my charm. Then, I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing in some small corner of the world. Quietly, waiting for the day when that next page is turned.
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark, I will burn myself to light the way. Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the Black Tide, I'll become their vessel to prevent the arrival of Era Nova. Until Amphorius welcomes a true dawn.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries them. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past, and forge ahead.
I promise you.
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sat.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the ones to start carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world we hold. So long, Kaslana.
As the Theros I have observed, instruction synthesis is formed.
The world is collapsing. We too must part ways here.
Ides Elysiae. the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger.
Everything is as it was.
You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae.
I know. I'm here to say goodbye. We might not see each other again.
You can stay here forever.
Let it flow. It's time for me to go.
Even if it's a path with no turning back.
When have we ever had the luxury of turning back?
Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins, will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction?
The convictions and choices that come from my heart. If we are just numbers, simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for. The person, a real, living person. A true hero.
Then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey together. I'll be by your side.
No. I'm afraid I'm on my own this time. Because there is no perfect solution in this world. Cyrene has, and I will embrace my origin. Destruction. And with this power, if you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. But this world can... Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited. Kids always get to change their minds. But when it comes to the fate of adults, there's no room for redos.
Then go, Kaslana, as you promised. Deceive the world. See, burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility.
In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget. So, until it reached the origin, where nothing, just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality all flowed from their body. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870 of the light calendar. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger and more relentless. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Sarindra, issued a call to arms across the lands, summoning heroic Chrysos heirs to wage war on the Titans. And that...
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the Flame Chase journey and even all of Amphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiora, please take me to meet Her Majesty Sarindra. I must share the truth with her.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my father. Call me Hycelans, nameless swordmaster.
Please allow me to add one more thing.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one. But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. Besides, The deep sea is dark. Isn't it the perfect place to hide secrets best left unseen? All right, nameless Swordmaster. Hold on to my wake. Let's find somewhere else.
Aren't you even a little suspicious?
Harboring suspicions is... My sword dances only when the P4RE...
Light up the...
Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
No other choice but forward. A future will come! For tomorrow! A future will come! Existence is of no consequence. For tomorrow!
Oh. Nice moves.
Light up the dawn.
We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Light up the dawn.
The waters end here.
At last. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't...
She really...
The second thing to note? Only trusted ones may come near her. Keep...
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience. Duck's Goldweaver, little hostage.
It's you.
You know them?
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing.
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster, the Imperator decreed. Come now, both of you.
I see. It's I had no intention of fighting. Don't thank me.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge...
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what so, how much do you...
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands. Is that correct?
How is this possible?
He got it right.
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Tribi. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you. But do not seek him out.
Because Era Nova is I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always. And so, the Lairs of Rock, through my old acquaintances, the Imperator's alliance, but the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, but this time, Amphorius encountered a turning point in its fate. Neither side suffered any losses. When I sat cheering for the hero of the destruction, I proved myself. I could do more than just wait. Until finally, the brutal future revealed by... But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same outcome? The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes? Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner! I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive! After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future, I can't remember anymore. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point, beginning again. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle,
the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the next entry hour. And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time. I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots. Eons? Paths? What a load of nonsense.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The black tide came from beyond the sky. And everything else.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always...
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them into bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble titans have no reason to refuse. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
I've already heard the same thing countless times.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycles.
Hold up. Keep your wits about you.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, Whitehair?
You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the sacred ground of reason. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, Catgirl.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture. This is none of your business, Grove Boy.
Here we go. Again.
Core flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the grove with nothing but empty threats?
This gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. As a return favor? Oh, feast on Cersei's court. Aw, don't cry now.
That was close. I'm out of here.
They're exactly like all the cunning.
Sounds like you have a plan?
Of course. We're not along the way.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this possible?
You've arrived, Zacharias.
What? Do you know who I am?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, spirit thief.
Thief? You sing better than any bard. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through.
1,596.
Yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single cry.
I've come this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn to the ground.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open this is the
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,000. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility.
Bartolos!
Brett, if you've got the guts, you'll have to first step over my dead body. Cat-eared thief, run! Go find Aglaya! This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves!
For tomorrow! I'm fine. The future will come!
Nice work!
In my memories, Zagreus, their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake.
I know. It always plays. And then, driven by defiance, exactly like the countless past.
Since you've witnessed the same thing, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
Well, thank you for that. No one can catch up to me.
Whether you believe me or not.
All right, then.
Silence.
This is new.
One-eyed boy.
Go, Cythera. Give up. This isn't for her. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss. A possibility for old time's sake. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ants to you.
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer. It turns out.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate and hand over the core flame to me. Even if it's futile,
Yes. Even if it is futile. And the world is just a divine joke.
When I walk into the destruction written by the gods, with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end, the traveler and the scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled in the endless darkness for no reason. A voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Reduced to ashes. It happens in every journey.
You don't look so good, Deliverer.
Even after going through 108,642 cycles, Mighty.
Why do you sound so pleased?
Yeah. I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle. After that one and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. It all Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot.
Interesting. Tell me.
Never.
Then they died honorably. Worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes.
I remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the Mighty Most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos Festival will continue as usual. I, the King of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. There's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Step forward and face me in a final battle. I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance. Kremnos festival has begun. And it will not end till death.
It's time to temper myself for tomorrow!
Conquer this world, or be conquered by me.
As you wish. And in full glory, I salute you!
That's all I have.
Strife's name! The old sun's embers hail the new world's dawn! The empty shell. Quench the flames with blood. Remember agony!
If you can deliver. Use the flames of your fury to scorch your own.
All stars burn to ash. So without substance.
And Munina.
I'll never yield to fate. So tear the sky! Empty shell! Mightimos. Let strife decide the outcome. Let this burn.
Well fought. You may crown yourself my blood. And you're
The 108th. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loom. The blaze was still not enough. Even if it meant...
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach. Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring
Golden blood is born from the only by
Allow me to ask.
24,041,108.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol. Tragic.
No matter. Not as long as you...
I must refuse. I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
But this way, the path will never again suffer unnecessary death.
Unnecessary death, indeed. You are not the Feinen I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass.
In the end, it seems the clash of blades.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. Even Kethely cannot shape all things at will. Nor can they, and it is precisely for I am the hand of shadow. Caster. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their muddy deaths. life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yet I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
It's time to temper myself for tomorrow. I'm fine.
I ask you to rest here.
I must transform my soul into a raging fire.
Oh, how is it any different from that brutal future?
Granted with strife. Tear the sky. Shatter the cage.
I can't keep him here.
So without substance, all stars burn to ash. Hail the new dawn.
Even if I can't win, I must try.
Let this be a tribute to your million struggles.
Wake up, lost one. See that the firelight in the darkness is not.
The core flame of death was it should shine upon all. 2,003,424 million. As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away.
You're here.
You're still lingering.
Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. Am I right? You're still waiting for a miracle. For the true hero to come and...
If that thread of hope exists, it must come. If it's just a traveler with no...
Your thoughts. But even within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional... Never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been?
4 million.
Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever.
Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames into one, the destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames.
And when that happens?
No.
Mind.
In every new cycle, all I have to do is push the next Finite to the end of the world. Then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my...
Bold plan, but risk...
If it were perfect... Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. But even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on my side. I never forget what set me on this path.
Wait, you mean...
Not once. In millions of cycles.
I guess the demigod of the sky.
A black tide. It's consuming you. Hand over the core flame.
Now, that just won't do. A healer should stay composed.
Hyacinthia.
I believe in you. It's just... I don't understand the part of that warmth that should come from you. From an ordinary person.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker.
Even so...
I have kept everyone's wishes close to my heart. Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours each cycle. It's your wishes that guide me to the end, over and over.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're up higher. But what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you. Lord Kazlana, without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation. You lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Now that is an unexpected revelation. Then I suppose that makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
No. An empty flame saves no one. But I still believe in you, Deliverer. I, Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight, am neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then, may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphorius, a rosy-fingered dog. Though the light has grown dim, its warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire.
Feel the scorching hatred, so without substance. Lost in twilight!
Let the sky merge with all this world's suffering.
The flames are not empty shells.
Your sun burns, but tell me, how will the sea...
The core flame rose, and this time remained the same. From the horizon rose a golden color unlike any. This was the end of the world. For a moment, that being known as Iron Tomb. Is this Amphorius' wrath? I will still never yield to it. 23 million. No more chasing is needed. And the flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. Then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world until another dawn rises on the distant horizon. 33 million. This is the site. Countless memories. Countless versions of myself. They all needed a moment. Just like you do. To stop. And just like them. I must go. I must say goodbye to you. Yes. I will burn and fade away. I will become the Flame Reaver of this life. And keep my promise to Cyrene. I will kill gods and comrades alike. And steal the core flames. I will stop Era Nova. I will find the next me. And make him carry on this futile... Looks like... Then I should be going too. Where are you going? You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to go. Do you remember what she said? You finally found her. I don't have an answer for that, my friend. I'm sorry. No. You know the truth. It's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to becoming pure rage. A vessel of hatred. I never had a choice. I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate, but this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Turns out, the fire that lights the way was... Do you remember? In that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel. And when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me... What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart. Do you still remember it? Remember the past. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past. Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, my comrade, you arrived in this strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest, if I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction and their minions. Then the world we leave behind, this world, my home, where hope still lingers. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and Good. In that case, even this fruitless wasteland may finally bloom with flowers. So... if she takes on the weight of the whole world, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, and if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these... It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart. Cyrene. A page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time, and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back to your side. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me before. Unwavering as always.
Tell me, will you be even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation. I will bear this world until my... Remember this moment. Remember your friends, who never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes, and let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes. Let it consume you. Fuel. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you...
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end. Bow your head to them.
Take it, Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold. And never tarnish. Farewell, Trailblazer. The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. Kaslana, the name of one who bears chaos, does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefali, and a symbol of all heroes, As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
Another attempt. I won't remind you how many times.
If you've lost count, let me tell you.
A perfect number. If the outcome is inevitable, then why not silence your searing rage and embrace your fate? Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Fine. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles?
It fractured. No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before every choice here. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score: 33,550,336 to 0. So tell me, Lycurgus, who's the real loser here?
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that. But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish, but we both know the moment that score shifts from 0 to 1, that is the moment I shall sound the paean of Era Nova. Lord,
your incompetence disappoints me. But think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness? Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury? Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers, divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time,
tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest. Different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again. Now, that sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Nanook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything! And grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash! Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
The glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness, voices trailing fires, the echo of desires, a world of silence, how the desperation patterns in the shadows, tear it down, embrace the detonation, burn out, craving our damn creation, breaking a chain of reaching for you. No pain, no gain.
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
then send them on to tomorrow.
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy you. It is born at the end of every path that the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule. That the rules of the cosmos be Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy the erudition. Born, I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 864. It is a wrath called Finan. From after 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to be without equal. This is a man, but there is another variable. The Nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider of destruction. But after fate has begun to turn, her existence will only become an unpredictable, perhaps. The time to take the stage has come. Grow in peace until it is time to break free from your cocoon. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for you.
Wake up! Wake up! Buddy! Wake up! You're finally awake! That's a relief. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place. Now, I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we part, there's something I need to tell you. Something... That's right! At this very moment, my memories are fucked. After watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus, little by little. You're smart. You must have a clue now. Or maybe...
knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Not surprised at all, huh? That's because I'm simple at heart. No matter what form I take, I've always been true to myself. But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way, I'll have no regrets. Don't worry. We're not truly part. I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. The third is way. You'll carry all that has come before, crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here. After all, across 30 million Cyrenes. So, believe me, in the next cycle, there will be another Cyrene waiting for you. And in the one after that, and the one after that, I will... Saying all that, I can finally, without even realizing it, we'd already taken a wonderful journey together, all the way to the world's end. Now take my hand, say a brief farewell, and step forward and go. Find the future Cyrene, and set out on another journey with her. Promise me you won't keep me waiting to... No need to say it out loud. This is enough for me. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your... And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest fluff. Forever warm, forever gentle.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that exists because of you. Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion? Check it out! Doesn't this scarecrow look just like you? I spent ages observing just... This flower's for you. It's just like a girl's heart, so you better take good care of it.